Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side, CNC Live.
All right, this is episode number 35.
Oh, wow.
Yes, let's see, we have 2 people streaming right now, 3 people on YouTube. So what's going on? How was your birthday?
Yeah, we are 1 week after my birthday was last Monday, and I just want to thank everybody for your love, your kind words, your gifts, your cash apps, just the love and appreciation for me turning another year, chapter 46. Okay, and it's been good. Now, usually when people say, how do you feel that you're a year older? And usually it's, I feel the same like I did yesterday. I can actually say I felt a difference on my birthday. And it's a good thing. And I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be in the land of the living. I am grateful for life, health, strength. I thank God for God. I thank God for salvation. I thank God for my husband and children, my family. I thank God for shelter. I thank God for good health. And listen, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this show. And you all spending your time with us every week and your faithfulness, and those who watch the replay. I'm thankful for all of that and all of you. And so again, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And you sent me away to a non-disclosed location, and
and
it was very restful.
So one of the gifts that she wanted was a Louis Vuitton bag. So I went up to Dillard's, right? And they had this little vintage location in the store. All these Louis Vuitton. I'm saying, okay, I'm about to go in here and get me a Louis Vuitton bag for my wife, surprise her. Well, needless to say, I did not walk out the store with one. I looked at Dooney and Burke. I looked at other purses, Michael Kors. Didn't really see anything I liked, but nonetheless, I walked out with 0.
And why did you walk out with 0
That was
bag?
my next question. That was because the price tag on the vintage bags
Because that's what I like, the vintage.
$1,500 to $1,700. And I was like, okay, well, she won't be getting the birthday presents. I was not going to spend that money on a purse. Now, we have other things we're trying to do around the house, but that was one that wasn't going to leap up in this house.
Listen, don't ask what I want, okay? That's why a lot of times I just say, give me a gift card.
Yeah, I should have did that. Because I'm telling you, $1,500 for a bag? No, sirree, but
Not right now.
yeah.
Not right now. And I wasn't expecting it either. What?
Nothing?
Oh, I do
Nothing
know how to
at all?
shop for myself.
Okay.
Please
okay.
know
when
that.
you get $1,500, then you go right.
Who said
in.
I don't have $1,500?
Oh, okay.
Extra.
Oh, you got your little stash. Okay, I see. What else? So after Monday, Saturday was a great day.
Yeah.
Right.
Saturday was a great day.
And what happened on Saturday?
I don't know, you remind me. What happened Saturday?
She just turned 46.
Oh, Lord, yes.
I
Saturday
remember.
is wonderful. Don't speak that over me. Listen, Saturday was wonderful. We had class number 3 with Canning with Carlette. Amazing.
Hey, Marilyn.
And hey, Marilyn. She said, okay, what are we doing? We cooking tonight, Marilyn. But I had my canning session with the registered participants, and I do advertise this on, it's done through Eventbrite, and I advertise on Facebook. And so we did vegetables. Our first class, we did strawberry jam. Second class, we did stewed tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, and salsa. Yeah, that was like 2 classes in one. And then on this past Saturday, we took our canning to the next level. We went from water bath canning to pressure canning. And that's why we got this big old pot back here. Oh, okay.
We're going to play a little.
Okay.
Playing a little.
Oh, he's going to give you a snippet.
Little snippet of.
You see, can they hear me? Yeah. Okay, so like I'm canning green beans. We're putting it in a jar. In that big bowl was the fresh green beans, picked and clean. I would like to say my lovely 4-year-old daughter, Miss Chloe Sophia, she helped me. And see, those were some of the participants, all of them not showing right now. And even more came in, and that's the big old pressure canner. The next pot to it was all my sterilized items and everything. But we took it to the next level because when you deal with vegetables, you have to do pressure canning. And here is one of my jars. Oh, see, me doing the fresh corn. Here's the end result. I was putting the fresh corn in there.
There's the end result.
Here's the end result right here. End result. Am I coming up?
Yeah, you are up.
Oh, okay. End result right here. That's the end result of the corn. And my green beans canned right there. So
you have like
I have 6 pints.
12.
I have 6 pints of fresh corn canned and 12 pints of fresh green beans
and
canned.
Tell the people why you're doing that.
I am doing it. It's a life skill. Also, I've always been one to store. And so, after what happened with the pandemic last night, people walking in seeing empty shelves, we were not bothered. We had stuff. I've been canning for some time. Just now taking it to the next level. We already have the next class scheduled for September 18th, and we're going to be canning potatoes. Potatoes. We're going to be doing potatoes, and my participants, they're already registering for the next class. So jump on in, and how long will it last? Okay, so when you buy a jar, now see you going into my class, you need to sign up for the class.
Sign up for the class.
You sign up for the class.
Yeah.
We talk about all of that.
You're going to have to sign up for the class.
But I do recycle my stuff, yes.
And it's not expensive. It's only, labor of love, a seed offering. So.
And you can pronounce the ingredients.
Yes. So it's $15 a class. Mm-hmm. If you register now, though, we will see about something else. So I don't know. So she doesn't want me to disclose that. But yeah, if you go out to Eventbrite, and I want to say search on Canning with Carlette.
Yep.
401. So you should be able to find it and register for that. We'll bring you in via Zoom and go from there. Mm-hmm. What else we have here? We have our, of course, book that's been out more than 2 months now. Make sure you, Marilyn, you have not stopped by the church office, nor have you contacted us to get a book. So I'm putting you on blast.
Oh, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. Don't do sis like that.
She was shouting all day yesterday.
Don't do Sister Marilyn like that.
I need Evangelist Marilyn Chappelle.
See, you know what?
To purchase a book.
We love you, Sister Marilyn. Don't let it. Just let it bounce.
Because my favorite cousin, she purchased the book and she almost done with it. That's my favorite cousin.
Oh, which one is that? Oh, you don't want to say no names, huh?
No, I don't want to say no names.
A big
but
family.
She knows who I'm talking about. Yes.
All right, but you leave Sister Marilyn alone.
Yes. What else we got for sale here? We got the book. We got the show. Oh, okay. I think that's it.
Right. Okay.
All right. So today's show is I want some of. Now, I misspelled Momma and put mammal's cooking. But I was looking at the Steve Harvey show the other day, and I forgot what the question was. What was your
what's another way you could say the word mother?
Mother. So I'm gonna say, and then so at that point they kept they went to this one contestant and she said like mommy, and went to another
Nani,
and then went to back to this another lady, and she said mommy, and it was like they kept saying the same word, same
mommy,
mommy. So I'm gonna say mama, mama. So so that's where we are with that. So just give you an update. Christian and Evan and Chloe, they're all doing good. They're doing good. So, but today's show is I need some of Mamma's
Just
cooking.
say mama's cooking.
Mamma cooking. So I had recently, probably the past couple months, I had a desire or a taste for some salmon croquettes. And the reason why I had a desire for these, for salmon croquettes, is because my mother, growing up, she's not a cook. She's not on the Blakely side. She's in Edwards, and on the Edwards side, well, I can't really say that.
Yeah, because y'all had a restaurant.
Well, yeah, we did have it. But my mother, she missed the mark as far as cooking, because she'll tell you in a heartbeat she doesn't cook. She was, spoiled by my grandmother, who owned Mays, Louisiana Kitchen in Gary, Indiana on 19th and Broadway. So I don't know if some of you all may be watching, that were around that time where you could, go by the restaurant and get some food, some Cajun food. But yeah, so my mom, she fixed some salmon croquettes, and they were the best things ever. So that's why I just wanted to, it's just something easy we can all cook, something that you can put together and doesn't take a lot of effort. So we're just going to start off and jump right in. Any questions? Let's see here. Okay, my cousin said, okay. All right, so first things first, you always want to wash your hands before you cook, because folks be digging in that. No, I'm just playing. You want to wash your hands. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to wash my hands because I'll be using my hands to cook. And I need a drying towel for my hands, or a paper towel. All right. Get the water nice and hot. All right, here we go. This is my sous chef next to me. Yes. I hope my Bill is watching. Oh, you got it? Okay, it's my sous chef.
Come on.
All right, so what you want to do is just put up a nice, easy recipe. So let me go. Okay. So what I want to do first is I want to get can you give me some flour, please? And let me let you know how much flour I need. That's one of the ingredients that I forget.
A fourth cup?
A fourth cup of flour, yes. And then the recipe calls for some panko breadcrumbs, and this is from Ions. So Ions, putting a plug in for Ions as we go. All right, so I'm gonna open this up.
Can I pour this in?
Yes, please, go ahead and pour that in there. That's, okay, perfect. And so that's a half a cup, and then I need, a fourth of a cup, so I need a half of a cup. Normally I would do this with my hand, but because the last cooking show, so many people laughed at me, but it was great. I mean, I measured it to the T. So I'm just going to use these measuring cups for now. So we're going to make this. All right, and then go a little bit over, just because, these recipes, you don't have to do it to a T. You might want to add a little extra, right?
Sure.
Yeah, see? All right, so we have that. Now what we want to do is I'm gonna move this over to the side, and we're going to get some hold on, cilantro, some good old cilantro. All right, and we're gonna cut this up. Let's see, what does the recipe call for? For cilantro, we're just gonna cut up a little bit.
Where you see that?
One of the other recipes. I'm just,
Oh, it's at the bottom. It's 1/4 cup of
1/4,
cilantro.
1/4 cup.
Bernard Holmes said, "You look like you know what you're doing."
Yeah, Doc. Yeah, Bernard. I tell you, that's my friend.
Says, do he know what he is doing?
I was just looking at the recipe.
I watched them fingers is what I
No,
want you to
so
do.
when you cut like this, you always bend your fingers back so that you don't get your fingers cut.
That smells so good.
It does smell so good. What is Holman saying now?
Well, he said, please don't cut yourself.
All right.
You just mainly want the leaves.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Well,
Okay.
you might want a little crunch too. In your. All right. So here, she said we just want the leaves. So, voila. Ooh, this smells so good. All right. How does that look?
That looks good.
And hold those little nubs back. Okay.
That looks like a 1/4 cup.
That's a 1/4 cup. How about a little bit extra? You can always do a little extra. It's that chef.
Oh, God.
That's the chef.
So watch that.
All right, so that's good.
Cut down them leaves. You got some big leaves over to the end.
I got this.
Okay.
You might want leafy.
Salmon croquettes.
Salmon croquettes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we got that. We are having a cook-off at the church. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to cut some bell pepper. We're going to rinse this off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you. My sous chef is going to get that. All right. So we're going to
Do you want the cilantro in here?
Not yet, baby. Not yet. I just
Okay.
want to show everybody. Let's rinse this off first. Make sure there's no stickers on there, just in case.
Or move out your way.
Well, the sticker is not wanting
Stick to what it calls for, sir. That was Holman.
You know what, homie? See, I'm going to cut that sticker off. Bam. See how sharp that knife is, homie? Yes. All right, we're going to rinse this off. And it calls for a half of a bell pepper. So we're going to cut that in half. Going to get the guts out. Can you open the garbage can for me, please? There we go. Now we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to cut this up. Can you switch the angle so the people can see me cutting, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Switch the angle to 2.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we have a full production studio in here. All right, while we're doing this, we wanted to talk about mamas and cooking, right? So what is it about your mother and cooking that, like you were growing up and, yeah.
Well, for me, I come from a large family. We have a large, on my maternal side, very large family, my mother's side of the family. And My mother was number 14 out of 16. She was the last girl. It was 8 girls, 8 boys.
Okay.
She was number 14, last of the girls, because the 2 after her were boys, my Uncle Kenneth and my Uncle Graylin. And my mother, you know, her mother, my late grandmother, Annie Mae Howard Blakely, she was a great cook, as I've heard. She passed in 72. I wasn't born till 75. And my mother, you know, she learned from her mother. And my grandfather was a bishop, so, you know, they were cooking and a pastor. And they were cooking a lot for the church. But, you know, she was a domestic engineer, housekeeper, housemaker. My grandmother was. And so my mother learned under her mother and passed down those family recipes. My mother can cook. She is good.
Oh, yes.
She's an amazing cook. And she's very creative, but, you know, down home, southern home.
Don't have no leftovers, because she'll make a meal out of a leftover.
Seriously, Mama is good.
I got this in the refrigerator. I saw this in the freezer, so I pulled this out and I did XYZ with it. Okay.
Right. So, I love cooking. My mother started me very early in the kitchen. That's why I started Chloe at age 2 in the kitchen. I recall.
Hold that. So here's the salmon. You want to make sure you rinse off the tops in case there's any, you know,
Just dirt.
Just dirt or
Germs.
Germs. Yeah. So I'm gonna use 3 of these. They're both 6 ounce. Okay. Go ahead.
So I love to cook. It was introduced to me at a young age. And I look at it like this. You see on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, what people are doing with little children. They're teaching them anything. So why can't I teach, you know, a life skill? And no, I have had all my children in the kitchen. Chloe just seems the one that's lingering the most. And so I would say I learned a lot from her. My mother's cooking, I mean, it is good to the soul. It is, you feel her love and for cooking and her skill. She knows what to do in the kitchen. And even on her bad day, her food is still good. So that's what it is for me. And being that you come from a large family, I know how to cook large. So I think I've toned down some over the years, but we still have leftovers. But I am starting to cook more, I would say, for the day. Like if I have to cook again tomorrow, fine. I think I'm kind of getting away from leftovers. About the only day I really cook large, so there is leftovers, is Sunday. So I have to be cooking on Monday. Sometimes you have to maybe add just a little bit, but for the most part, I usually don't have to cook on Mondays. What Mama's cooking mean to me is love. It's love in a pot, love on the plate. My mother taught me to pray over my food when we cook.
You didn't pray over this food when we cook.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
So I just it's the best. It's best. And anybody, you know, chime in. What did your mother mean to you? Her cooking. You know, we're about to approach the holidays.
I remember one time. I think we was living in Indianapolis at the time. We drove up to Michigan City for Thanksgiving.
Oh yes.
And do you know
Christian was like 1-2 years old.
Do you know this woman and her mama stayed up
24 hours cooking. Yes,
and
we
I was
did.
trying to beg her to go to bed.
We literally stayed up 24 hours cooking for Thanksgiving. And it was just her and I. We were the only 2 cooking. We had about 70 people of the family over to the house. And I remember I brought in, I had literally a whole case of collard greens that I cooked. And we had turkeys and ham and chicken and roast dressing. It was so much food. And only me and my mother were the only ones cooking it. And that's what she wanted. And hey, we made it happen, me and her. He literally, at some point, he had to drag me out.
Yes.
to make me go to bed.
So now we're going to add the cilantro and the green peppers. All right. Yeah, but I think for me, because my mom didn't cook, I didn't have those experiences that you did. You know, where the family, and we have a small family, so.
Get that big leaf out. I was saying just put it to the side.
All right. So, but, you know, so I didn't have those opportunities. The only opportunity I had where we all got together was when we went down to Memphis, Tennessee, and we spent time with her sister, Ann Sprague. Cousin, right. So Miss Ann and the Moores. Okay, so now we're going to add the salmon. Cut it up just a little bit. And these recipes, I just get offline, you know. And that's why I wanted to share it. Like, you know, if you don't know how to cook, just put something together. And
for the record, I do know how to make this, and he did not ask me for my recipe on salmon croquettes. I will tell you this, it doesn't include that. I'm just saying. So
Well,
I am looking forward to what this is about to turn out to be.
sometimes, man,
Watch it.
My cooking may be a little bit better sometimes.
Humble is the way. Humble is the way.
So let me ask you this: when it
Okay.
comes to chili,
Your chili is not better than mine. Your chili is good.
wait.
But it's not better than mine.
Hold the press. Stop the press.
Homer said we need to talk about leftovers.
Okay. Now, well, let me get past this, and then I'll talk about leftovers. So, when it comes to my chili, when it comes to your chili, when you make it, what do you say? Chris, can you come taste my chili? And then what do I
just say if something is missing.
Then I have to doctor it up.
I'm going to refill my water.
I have to doctor up her chili. So, but when it comes to leftovers, I believe, this is my thought process, this may not be Holman's, but I believe that when it comes to leftovers are the best the day after, because all the seasoning has settled in and spread it throughout whatever, the meat or what have you. I love when Carlette cooks, because especially like macaroni and cheese, once you let it overnight, oh my God. So what do you think about leftovers?
I think leftovers are good, depending on what it is. I'm not crazy about leftover fried chicken, though. I like fried chicken the day of.
Yeah, and there's some things like French fries and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but if you're going to warm up fried chicken, you need to do it in the oven or in the skillet. You know, the microwave, to me, zaps it too much.
So I'm going to add a little black pepper, give it a little spice.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I think that as far as leftovers also, I think the seasons do marinate better.
Onion powder.
When you're dealing with your spaghetti, lasagna, dressing, baked macaroni and cheese, greens, stuff that's full of seasoning and flavors and stuff, it usually does taste better the next day. It gets time to sit and marinate more and settle. Now, why are you doing sea salt?
Why shouldn't I not?
No, I'm asking.
Because it's more healthier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I cook? This is my cooking show.
Okay.
You had yours on.
But Homer said no, and you know what he talked about. He said no to leftovers. Homer, tell us why in the comments why you say no to leftovers. Just a one-liner.
Garlic.
And his wife, bless her, Monica Homer, she cooks every day except Saturdays. Is it Saturday she doesn't cook? No, one day she does not cook, and I think it's Saturdays. Either Friday or Saturday.
Flakes, some more little flakes. Ooh, these kind of.
Because they're dehydrated.
They're dehydrated.
Yes.
So I won't be putting those celery flakes.
Did the recipe call for something?
No, I'm adding.
See, that part.
Because this is my recipe, right? It didn't.
But you know what salmon croquette needs? But you're not doing. I don't even see it sitting out.
What is that?
Nope, I ain't gonna say it.
What?
Fresh onion.
Oh, I did. I meant to get that. That's what I needed. Is there some onions around?
Yes, I got onions.
All right, yeah, that's what I need.
I mean, you gotta have the
I
crunch
forgot,
of the
yes.
fresh onion. My wife has spoiled me and cooks every day of the week except Saturday. See, I knew.
Yeah, he's spoiled. Homie. Okay, so now, she's getting me an onion. I forgot the onion. But going back to mothers, now my sister, on the other hand, my sister can cook a mean,
roast.
Roast. So I don't know where she picked that up from. You know,
Your sister can make good greens.
Yeah, my sister can make good greens. So as we wait for her, I'm going to crack an egg. And I'm going to lightly whisk the egg. Now, do you know what the egg is for, Carlette?
It's the binding agent.
It's the binding agent. Can my sous chef cut that for me?
Yes,
please?
I was going to do
Here,
that.
let me rinse this off for you.
Well, okay.
Here you go. Oh, you could use that too. You know, whatever utensil you feel is necessary, apropos to you cutting.
Because I don't know about a salmon croquette and I didn't have fresh onion in it.
Yeah, I forgot. No, I forgot. I literally forgot, Carlette.
But no, here's the thing. It's not even on there.
I know, but that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to whisk this up. Let me switch the camera angle so you all can see how. Just whisk this up. So yeah, what else about your mom? You know, what about like mothers just in general?
Now, let's say this. This is not a show to say if you don't cook, you're not a good mother. Not true, not true, not true. There are a lot of great mothers who do not cook. So this show is not about that at all. Some mothers, they good at takeout, or they may be what my mother-in-law calls herself a short order cook.
Yes, yes.
And I'm going to tell you something. When she did cook, I've never tasted anything of hers that was nasty. I have not. I have not. It was certain things I would even request for her to cook. Like her version of chicken and dressing. It's not the long drawn out process that we do, but her version works. And it was good. It was times I requested for her to make it. I know it wasn't like how I made it, but whatever she did, it was good. You know, so let me just put that disclaimer out there. So this is not to knock anybody that's not cook or, you know, the kitchen is not your thing. You still a great mother. Hats off to you, sister, because you doing something. Ain't nobody going hungry in your house. You doing something. Or what if it's a situation where the husband does all the cooking and she does the cleaning? That's the understanding that they have in their house. And whatever works,
Little mayonnaise.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
You know what?
what? I ain't say nothing.
Just put that onion in there.
I ain't say nothing.
So, yeah. I think so. Like now, my mom doesn't cook, but now it falls on my dad's lap to cook. So basically, his primary thing is breakfast food.
So they eat breakfast all the time
They can eat breakfast 24/7.
and be happy.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to put a little Worcestershire. How you pronounce that? Worcester.
We're gonna go with what you said.
Worcestershire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sauce in here for taste.
Oh, Eric said you doing a good job.
Mayo.
Yes.
Now when Eric says
Now that's a cook.
That's a cook.
That's a cook.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. See, like Holman always trying to talk about me. But we gonna find out home in the next couple of weeks.
Now it would have been nice if Eric was a part of the cook-off.
Yeah, Eric could
Yeah.
Eric, come on down here to Atlanta so we can have
September 11th. Join the team.
I'm adding just a little bit of pecans to mine. My added, yes, pecans. Bam. Just hurry up and put the onion in there, please. So now
I don't know if I'm gonna eat your salmon croquette.
we want to stir this up. Now I'm gonna get my hands all nasty. I'm flipping. We had a good time at church yesterday, right?
Church was very good yesterday. The speaker was out of Houston, Texas, Pastor Brian Nelson. He spoke Sunday morning and evening. And when I tell you, the theme was Throwback Sunday, because it was the kickoff to our month-long themed Come Back to Church month in September. And yes, we are still following CDC guidelines and COVID precautions. And when I tell you, it was wonderful church. The coordinator, Minister Denard Jones, let me tell you, I went to him and just thanked him for the day. And I was like, I'm so excited for what's to come for September. It wasn't a situation, where you used to, we had a high time in the Lord. It was depth to it. It was life. It was one where it was a revival. That's the best way I can tell you. I even called it was a one-day revival. So I'm just excited. The purpose of it, to me, was accomplished. For yesterday, they sang the old congregational songs of testimony service, and they brought in Lady Randall to do that for the evening. They even started the service off in the evening like the Sunday night broadcast, and where the announcer comes on and talk kind of fast, and the choir in the background. They did all that. It was so good.
Smell it. Smells good, doesn't it? Perfection. Let me show you all. Bam. Perfection. So now what you want to do is, can I have a little flat pan so I can put the croquettes in, please?
Okay.
All right.
To just let them rest on?
No, yeah. Just some from them. So now what I want to do, I think you cut these onions up a little too big, but who am I?
You said I cut them too big.
Yeah. So now we just make them into a little patty. Like that.
So do they tell you to put a little cornmeal around this?
I use panko instead of...
okay. Okay, there you go. You can put that in there.
Let me have cook. No, I need something flat, baby. Like...
Okay.
Damn. Like, look in that bottom. Damn. So, what other memories do you have from your mom cooking?
We did a lot cooking late. Before, Mom used to hand whip her cakes and her pies, and I would be the counter. I would count when she got to 300 strokes. I remember that.
Ooh, she didn't have a blender?
That was before. Back in the day, they didn't go quickly over to that. We would count. Matter of fact, the recipes would tell you how many beets.
Oh, wow.
I remember that.
Interesting. All right. So I'm just smashing these, making them look smashing
Okay.
these. Baby,
You want just
right
a
there,
plate?
right there, right in there. That's all I need. Like a little.
You talking about like a cookie sheet?
Yeah, a little cookie sheet. Little cookie sheet. So, what are your plans
Can
for
we
things?
use the cutting board? Because I don't want to pull that one out.
Can
You
just
cut
put
your onions too big. Right, Michelle. Whole mess.
Can you
But you
cover up
should have seen how big those green peppers were. Huh? Covered up what?
Can you just get the cookie sheet and cover it up with some
Oh, okay.
some plastic? I mean some
Nope, don't have any of that.
Okay, just see y'all. I'm gonna have to show her how to be the right sous chef, because like when the sous chef.
Fire me. Go ahead. Fire me.
All right, would you go be chomping down?
Fire me. Go ahead. You bad?
I just need something to carry them over to the. 2, 4, 6. Then that's what the recipe said. I'll be able to get 6 to 8.
Terrence said, I dare you.
You're fired. Okay, you're hired back. Oh, see, you messing up my patty.
Your patty is fine.
All right. Bam. 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 Bam.
So where'd you get the putting the pecans in there?
I can't. All right, so when I take this over to the frying pan,
I hope we deep frying this.
we're going to use 2 pans. And the reason why I'm going to do that, if you can hold that for me, please, while I wash my hands. We're going to use, just for taste, just to see what it tastes like, if there's any difference, regular oil, cooking oil, and then we're going to use in the other pan, we're going to use some olive oil. So we're going to bring these over here. Let me dry off my hands. And Carlette, are you going to, while I'm doing this, you can start preparing what you're going to fix, right? Do I need to clean this off for you?
Are those dots bell peppers? Terrence, you play too much. Okay, so listen, I'm going to just quickly make some roasted red potatoes. I have made that before. Real quick, once you have everything.
I'm trying to clean up my area because my sous chef, she didn't.
You just told me something to do.
Okay, all right.
So, as you can see, I already have my glass bowl, but I lined it with foil, and I'm going to do a non-stick spray. So, easy cleanup, just grab it out, throw it out, and just wipe the pan out. So, easy cleanup, not trying to make it hard. And again, these are meals that you can do quickly, midweek, Saturday morning. And like when he told me what he was going to make, I'm like, that's different. I'm used to salmon croquettes for breakfast with some biscuits and grits, eggs, that type of thing. So, but for the argument of fish and grits, we just don't view it like that from the north. We just don't view it like that. I know where somebody would go with that, but I've already cut up my red potatoes in like chunks. So cleaned them. Gonna put that in there. I need olive oil.
Oh, you need some of my olive oil? Okay.
Right.
All right.
So I'm just gonna drizzle just a little bit over that. And then right behind you, I'm going to add seasoned salt. I'm not doing sea salt on this. Add seasoned salt on here. If you all about measurements, then let's just say a good 1 or 2 tablespoons. And I also season like to smell. I know when it's right. It smells a certain way. I'm doing Italian seasoning. So probably another tablespoon or teaspoon of that. Some parsley flakes and onion powder. I'm using the big side, so I'm gonna be another tablespoon or 2 on that. Garlic. I've already preheated my oven to 400. You can also do 350, not a big deal if you want to do that. And then if you put this all in a bag, you can do that, shake it up, and then pour it into your prepared pan with the non-stick spray. I'm just moving it all around with my hands. I did clean my hands already. So that's all for that. And like I said, prepared oven. You see it's all coated with the oil and the seasonings. Put that on there. Can you put that in the oven if the oven is on?
Oh, so now I'm your sous chef. Oh, okay. I see how this works.
But you see that took all of 3 minutes for us to do. Done deal. I didn't want to have y'all looking at me cutting potatoes, so
does this go on the top?
Yeah, put it on the top.
Now, why do you put it on the top?
Because I wanted to. You could cook it up. If you put it on the bottom, you have to wash a little bit more so the bottom won't, it'll burn, watch for that. But top is good. But I will show you this. Because it's a cooking show and you try to have things kind of done and you can just instantly show, I can show you what I have made. While he heats up his, do you have a camera for what?
I do. I've been switching. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want to talk to them about what you're doing?
So right now, what I'm doing is I'm switching the camera over to the overhead view of the stove. So here you have the regular vegetable oil, and on this side you have the olive oil. So we're going to test to see which one is better, which one is lighter, or if there's any, good, the bad, the indifferent to it. So I will smash these a little bit so that they're a little bit flatter and even. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube page. So what else has been on your heart, Carlette? Carlette?
Well, I was taking this out the oven. Can you get that round oven mitt?
Yes.
I don't want to put this directly on the cutting board.
Sure.
So they can see.
There you go.
You want to put that bowl in the sink?
Good bowl.
That one on the stool. So here is like finished product of what I did earlier. Can they see overhead?
Mm-hmm. That's the overhead.
So just a smaller version. That's why I only cook so much in that, because once we put it all together, it'll be enough for the entire family. And so, and as you see, I'm gonna have an easy cleanup. Dump that, take the foil out.
Now, why did you put it in foil again?
I put it in foil for easy cleanup.
Oh, an easy cleanup.
Yep, easy cleanup.
If you did not put it in,
I would still do a non-stick spray, and it's still easy cleanup, but not as much as foil. Sorry, everyone, haven't bothered Chris in months.
Who was that?
Terrence, can you open up this oven?
Sure, anything for you, babe. All right.
That can stay in there.
All right, so we're just waiting on the oil to get a little hot so I can dump my salmon croquettes. And you don't want to keep them in there a long time, maybe about 5 minutes on each side. So,
is that what it says?
That's what Chris's recipe calls for.
Okay.
So 5 minutes total.
What, do you need a lid?
No.
Because this is what I'm concerned about. The chunky vegetables in it. So is the heat going to penetrate through?
Yeah.
So we don't need a lid?
We don't need a lid.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So what else has been on your heart?
I don't know where to start.
I see you got a new hairdo.
Oh, it's called Keep It Out Your Face, because you're hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it out your face. You're hot.
Chunky vegetables is what he's saying. Okay, so
your grease is ready.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Talk to the people for me, please.
Well, I was going to switch it over to you.
Okay. Switch it over to me. So I'm going to put this in here like that. Ooh, look at that. Voila.
I believe I did it right. I don't know what I did.
I'm gonna put some.
Oh, there you go.
Put these over here. We got one more over here. Y'all hear that? Yes, sir. Two to 3 minutes until golden brown. Then you're going to flip them over. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing.
Yeah, because you smells awesome.
It smells good. It really does.
Yes. All right. So, we'll switch it back over to you.
All right. So, we will like to tell you this. So every week we have been talking about, we're going to have a roundtable discussion about the book. For those who have finished it, we have received a lot of feedback and with their emotions, their thoughts of the book. So we're going to have a roundtable discussion. Now, we have been saying every week that, okay, we're going to do it this week, or we're going to do it that week. Okay, we are going to do it on September 13th. That is the Monday after Labor Day. So September 13th, this is when, that is the Monday after Labor Day. This is when we will have, we're going to have the round table. So we will be contacting certain people who have completed the book, because we can only have so many on the screen. I think, what is it, like 6?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
We're going to have 6 people on, and it's going to be, we're going to pick them randomly, and we have more than 6 that have told us they have completed the book. So just letting you all know, some of you are going to be getting a phone call to be on the Zoom, and we're going to have the Zoom live on here discussing the book, again, calling the roundtable discussion. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it, to hearing stuff, and they're going to ask questions, because it was people saying, oh, I have questions. I got to know, and did this really happen? Literally everything in that book happened, okay? True story. So, just be ready for that September 13th roundtable, Chris and Carlette Live. We may be contacting some of you who have completed the book. If you have not purchased your book, it is still time. He flipping it now.
Flipping it. I'm going to have to flip them one more time, just so that they.
Okay.
So that they're your color, baby. Your color.
Oh, I will. Okay.
All right, so as I'm doing this, we have another, so next month is
I'm showing them
another.
you flipping over.
Yes. So next month is another important month. It looks like the olive oil is cooking a little bit faster, and it makes it more brown. But next month, make sure that, so for the month of September is, you want to switch it back to me? Here, I got it. Month of September is prostate cancer month. So make sure that you men, you go get your prostate checked. I just had another close friend of the family pass away from prostate cancer. Another friend of a friend, her brother was just diagnosed with prostate cancer. So we want to make sure that as men, we go get a checkup. So what that entails for men is they call it a DRE, and some men don't like it. But it's where the doctor places his finger up the rectum to feel. He can only get to one side of the prostate, but he can tell, or she can tell, how large the prostate is by doing that, by doing a DRE, a digital rectal exam. And that's important, as well as the other piece to that is getting
You burning your finger.
No, I'm not. The other piece to that is getting a PSA, prostate antigen test. And that tests the blood and tests how much your PSI is in your blood. So that can determine if you have prostate cancer. It's always good to start off with a base. So that means like going to the doctor if you haven't gotten it. They can determine, if, start if it's like 0.05 or what have you. Then you go back the next time, and then if it's elevated, then that's an area of concern where they want to go ahead and, do further action on your prostate. Just, they may take some a biopsy from your prostate and so forth. But we, as men, I urge everyone to go out and get your prostate checked, examined, and even rectal colon exam as well. Especially, the statistics now for prostate is, if you're 40 and over, go ahead and get your prostate examined. And
so how often should you do that? Because somebody is saying something on here I don't know if I agree with.
What's that?
So how often should you get your prostate checked?
You should get your prostate checked one time a year, generally around your birthday. Is a good, factor to get your prostate examined. Now, if you are prone to, say you have a family history of prostate cancer, you want to go at least semi-annually. Semi-annually, so twice a year. Excuse me, you messing with my sandwich.
I know, I'm turning it over.
Okay, I got this. Baby, see, you messing up. You're messing up.
No, it can't. It's these chunky vegetables that's messed
chunky
up.
Onions you put in here. So
That's
what did they say?
with a side of green pepper.
What did they say as far as the prostate exam?
Well, somebody said every 3 years.
No.
And then 2 years if it runs in the family.
No.
I know that's not true.
No, you want to go every year. Every time, and you have a physical every year. You want to go every year to get a prize, especially in the African American community because of our diet and the amount of stress that this world puts on African American men. We definitely need to go every year. And then after September, we have another important month coming up, which is what, Carlette?
Breast cancer awareness. Breast health, of course, near and dear to my heart. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at age 30. You're not even taking your mammograms at that age. So, yeah, that was a big surprise. And that was early in our marriage. We were at year 5 of marriage when this happened. Christian was 2 years old. But if you want to hear more about that,
all right.
Get the book.
We're going to go ahead and take these out.
That's why I brought the paper towel over.
Oh, I didn't see the paper towel.
No, you did that too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here, I'm coming.
So we're going to turn this off. Uh-oh.
I can.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm going to switch the camera so they can see what you got going on.
Turn the flames off. Bam. So women, make sure you go out and get your examination as well. Now, how often should a woman get her breast examined?
Well, it's once a year. However, like you said, definitely once a year if it runs in your family. I believe when it's like your mother and stuff, I think you may even maybe twice a year. But sometimes I've seen it do where maybe even 2 years. But once you get past 40, you don't start thinking about mammograms till you about 40. But I think they're changing that now. So I think to 35. Because the cases that are coming about, and it's progressive at that.
Man.
So, wow. So
then we're going to plate these.
all right. I'll get the
one right
potatoes out.
And I'm going to try this one over here. So we're going to put some potatoes. Going to get, excuse me, some forks. And then as an extra added bonus, get some Minute Maid strawberry lemonade. Damn. When is my bill watching?
Ooh, that's the.
All right. Minute Maid. Shout out to Minute Maid. Maybe we might get an endorsement by some of these folks. These Ions, breadcrumbs. We got Members Mark seasoning. We have the Worcestershire. So bam.
Just grateful I've been clear thus far in my 5 exams.
Who said that?
Terrence.
Terrence is from Compton, y'all. And
Leave him alone.
You know, he has no sense. Just
He's
being
wonderful.
That he's from Compton.
And his barbecue is amazing.
He's from Compton. Y'all.
What's crazy, when I was pregnant with Chloe, I craved his barbecue. He used to take care of me, seriously.
Do we have any tartar sauce? Oh, okay. All right. So what time is it? Let's see. So that took us to 8 o'clock, a full hour.
Well, guys,
All right. So go ahead and pray over the food while we
Father,
eat.
we just thank you for this food. Give you praise. We give you glory. Thank you for this day that you've made. You made it to be good to us. And bless this food. Bless the hands that prepared it. And everybody that was in the production to make the distribution of food to our table. And we give you praise. Bless it. Let it be nourishing to our bodies, even with the pecans in it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. All right. Rise, Peter, slay, and eat. Now that is good. Oh my.
So I'm supposed to try this?
Right on.
So how do I know if I have the one that's in olive oil?
Because it's darker.
Let's see, you shouldn't have said that. Now Terrence messing with you.
City of Compton.
He said he from D.C.
That Negro live in Compton, y'all.
But you said from.
Well, yeah.
Okay, it's good. This is good. Even with the pecans in it. This is good. You did that. You did. Michelle, come on, grab you one. Come on. Drive all the way here.
So.
Oh, this is good.
So y'all doubt my skills. I think Bill got my back though. You know, Holman on the other side, on the hand.
I know, Sherelle. He put pecans in it.
Gotta have a little crunch. Gotta have a little crunch. You put pecans on.
This is good.
Now, what if we put a little ketchup on?
You know what? You don't even need that. You don't. It's seasoned really well.
That's the way I do it. You talk about me, but
When did I talk about you?
You always talk about me.
When did I talk about you?
I'm gonna eat, y'all. So, what we got up for next week? Okay. Well, we are going to.
It's Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. That should be interesting.
We might do a blast from the past.
Blast from the past. We're doing something else on Labor Day too, but
We are doing something else on Labor Day.
we'll have some fun in the sun. All right. Make sure you all pray for the people in Louisiana, especially if you have relatives with this storm. Make sure you pray for them. Make sure you pray for the people in Afghanistan. Some of them are over here in the United States. So pray for them.
Pray for the families of our soldiers.
Yes, pray for especially our soldiers.
And thank you all for your service, your commitment.
Yes. Thank you, Terrence. He was in the Marines. He didn't do a lot, though. But
You know what? He signed his name.
yeah, he signed his name, but he didn't do a lot.
You know, Chris Edwards.
But no, we appreciate everyone's service in the military. But on further note, did you have any final last words, Carlette?
Pray, call on the name of the Lord.
And we're gonna finish eating this salmon croquette. Ms. Demetra, you can come over and get you some. Since
Yes,
your
come and
favorite.
get you some,
Yeah.
Miss Demetra.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
CNC Live.